world of Stuttering John is this article that came out about his daughter at UC Santa Barbara. Do you guys hear about this yet? There was an article that came out. I'll pull it up here. This is nuts. And listen, I'm not here to talk about people's kids. You know my policy on that. But if someone's gonna,
yeah, somebody's observing and reporting.
If someone's gonna write an article about it, and there's gonna be some crazy shit said in it, I'm gonna talk about it. Now, first off, people like to point out that John's daughter looks like Baba Booey, and I don't think that's appropriate. I don't think that's funny at all, guys.
Yeah, it's not fair to either of them, really.
Yeah, right now, Gary Delmonte's like, fuck you, ass. All right. So Lily Melendez, it says, her experience with food insecurity sparked new graduate Lily Melendez's passion for sustainable food studies. Now, in this article, this is what's crazy. Let me read what was written in here. She describes herself as a low-income queer student from urban roots. John is never mentioned. He has another daughter who's LGBTQ plus. So that's odd.
Oh, this isn't the...
No.
Oh, okay.
This is the daughter who was born a woman.
You know, kids think that they're supposed to say that they're non-binary now.
Maybe.
They just think that...
I'm just surprised that John wouldn't...
This is about a year ago, but very interesting. And the way John justifies this is crazy.
brag about this. Seems to be his MO.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'll just read a quick thing from the article. It says, working as a low-income queer student from urban roots, I know firsthand what it's like to feel hopeless in navigating the food system, Melendez said. In her third year of college, she dealt with housing and food insecurity while she and her partner moved between temporary housing. And then she says, as a student who faced homelessness and food insecurity, stop right there. Stuttering John's daughter is claiming she faced homelessness. She claims to be urban roots.
John's explanation was COVID happened and the kids had to move out of the dorm. More bullshit. And food insecurity, he called her looking for available, sustainable foods that she couldn't get elsewhere.
Calabasas.
I'm sorry, what is food insecurity? You're hungry?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
But also, I think it's talking about the fact that it's hard to get a vegetable.
Yeah.
I think she's a vegetarian or a vegan or something.
Okay.
So there's food deserts or something in
This
urban
is what
areas.
I'm hearing. Okay.
Please explain this.
One time, their lease was up.
Yep.
And they had to find another apartment.
Yep.
If they didn't find one, they would have been homeless. Luckily, they found one, but they faced being homeless when they had to find a new apartment. That's what she's saying.
So I'm glad to hear you say that because the consensus from Dabblers Anonymous, and I usually trust their opinion on things, is that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, that she's lying.
Right.
Just like her father. She's just making up stories about, because urban roots, they never lived in downtown. I mean, all right, was she born when they were still living in New York? Maybe. But I think she grew up in a mansion in Calabasas while her dad worked on The Tonight Show. And I don't know what happened after they got separated or divorced or anything like that. But if John was paying his child support, then she wouldn't be a poor person facing food insecurity. So I don't know what to believe because all of these things could be true, honestly. So it's just bizarre, and it just celebrates the fact that she's going to go to school forever and try to, I don't know.
So she's saying, donate to me, and I'll make sure that the money goes to feeding food insecurity and homelessness.
I think so, yes.
I'll make sure.
Holy shit. So that's just craziness right there. What a weird thing to come out.
Yeah.
John's daughter, who's in college right now, or graduating college, is poor and queer. He's never mentioned these things. And UC Santa Barbara, people were talking about, like, well, this is a really expensive school. It's not crazy. If you live in California, it's about $60,000 for the full 4 years.